At the end of January next year, Samsung is anticipated to introduce the Galaxy S25 range. Given just over a month to go, it is not surprising that leaks are intensifying as the expected debut date approaches. One of the most recent leaks focuses on the pricing of the Galaxy flagship phones, thereby offering maybe positive news to enthusiasts. Retail pricing data gathered by WinFuture indicates that in most European nations, the Galaxy S25, Galaxy S25 Plus, and Galaxy S25 Ultra will apparently cost the same as their Galaxy S24 review equivalents. For example, the 256GB storage edition of the Galaxy S25 is slated to retail for €959, while the standard model will cost €899. The bigger Galaxy S25 Plus will start for the 256GB model at €1,149, and for the 512GB variant at €1,269. Whether these conventional versions will get RAM upgrades is yet unknown. Regarding the luxury Galaxy S25 Ultra, the 256GB model is said to cost €1,449. On the other hand, the other Ultra models, which purportedly have 16GB of RAM, are likely to cost €1,569 for the 512GB version and €1,809 for the 1TB option. Pricing outside Europe seems more hazy. In the US, there have been no indications of pricing increases, so we could see the Galaxy S25 priced at $799, the Galaxy S25 Plus at $999, and the Galaxy S25 Ultra at $1,199, comparable to prior generations. However, given that the Galaxy S24 arrived with higher costs, there's still a possibility of a price hike. The scenario appears different in Samsung's native market of South Korea, where sources imply price increases across the whole Galaxy S25 lineup. However, specific figures remain uncertain. If Samsung manages to preserve last year's pricing in key regions, despite the rumored higher production costs compared to last year's models, it might be a brave and consumer-friendly move. Meanwhile, dummy units of the Galaxy S25 Ultra have surfaced online, shared by famous leaker Roland Quant, confirming all previous leaks. The photos highlight substantial design modifications, including smoother edges and a uniform flat frame, which are consistent with earlier models. From a visual point of view, the highlight of the next Galaxy S25 series will be the revamp of the Ultra model. Every leak so far strongly suggests that Samsung's next-gen Ultra phone would be flatter and have rounder sides than its predecessors. These design cues have been confirmed, again by high-quality photographs of Galaxy S25 Ultra dummy units. We say confirmed in quote marks since these Galaxy S25 Ultra dummies are produced in China by a third party and don't have Samsung branding anywhere. As always, there is a potential that they could not be fully correct, but for what it's worth, here are a few of image galleries. Some features that might be inaccurate are the camera rings and the lack of a periscope camera module. In fact, the individual who sent the renders states, "Notice the non-existent periscope camera." You could be tempted to suppose that Samsung might replace the periscope telephoto camera with its new all lenses on prism module, which was introduced last month. However, that telephoto camera maxed out at 3x optical zoom, whereas Samsung's periscope cameras for the last two generations went as high as 10x and 5x zoom. All in all, the thought that Samsung might swap things about again is not inconceivable, but dummy units are what they are and don't frequently get things right, particularly around camera modules. Aside from the price and dummy unit, Samsung has continually set new standards in the smartphone business, and its upcoming Galaxy S25 is no exception. Among the interesting changes reported for this flagship handset, the inclusion of magnetic covers stands out as a possible game changer. This innovation seeks to boost user convenience and functionality, representing a dramatic step forward in smartphone design and accessory integration. Now, what are magnetic cases? The magnetic cases utilize built-in magnets within the phone and its associated accessories. While magnetic technology isn't entirely new in the smartphone market, with Apple's MagSafe system leading the way, Samsung's solution is expected to offer unique capabilities geared to the Galaxy environment. These cases not only offer secure connection, but also seamless integration with other magnetic equipment like chargers, mounts, and stands. Samsung is poised to unveil a new style of case for the next Galaxy S25 series. Leaked details from a Finland store suggest that magnetic cases will be available for the Galaxy S25, Galaxy S25 Plus, and Galaxy S25 Ultra. As per the report, the magnetic cases for the Galaxy S25 series will operate with wireless charging. The casings will be available in clear color for all three models. These cases will not only support wireless charging, but also align magnetically with compatible chargers. A recent report suggested that the Samsung Galaxy S25, Galaxy S25 Plus, and Galaxy S25 Ultra will support. This suggests that these forthcoming Samsung phones will be able to charge wirelessly, as has magnetic alignment. Now, the new magnetic cases leak again demonstrates the support for the Galaxy S25 series. Is a new standard for wireless charging, and it contains a feature called Magnetic Power Profile, which helps align the phone correctly with wireless chargers. It also supports magnetic accessories like cases, wallets, and pop sockets, which can attach to your phone conveniently. Samsung is likely to integrate compatibility in its future S series, which would make these cases more practical for users who utilize magnetic accessories. However, there's a limitation for charging speed, which is 15 watt. The wireless charging speed is slower compared to the 25 watt and 45 watt conventional charging speeds these phones are planned to enable. The Galaxy S25 will reportedly enable 25 watt fast charging, while the Galaxy S25 Plus and Galaxy S25 Ultra could charge even quicker at 45 watt. Stay tuned for additional details. The Snapdragon 8 Elite will offer more sophisticated AI functions with its Hexagon Neural Processing Unit. It supports on-device multimodal and generative AI assistance to increase AI task handling speed. It can process 70+ tokens per second and brings 4,000 context window. With these parameters, the device will run AI writing aid programs. These will enable users generate new content based on a description, adjust the text tone, or proofread selected content from a web article. This program can also summarize vast sections of literature into a few paragraphs in the simplest manner. The new object removal tool will accomplish more precision in output for each image you chose to exclude noises and reorder elements or undesired persons. The new Galaxy AI suite will optimize app notifications using advanced AI and show you what's important, such as reminders, invitations, or any transactional detail. Transcription will expand to other system applications, including call recording, enabling users to record and acquire a transcript of the entire discussion. According to Samsung, a 5,000 mAh battery could stream videos for up to 30 hours or deliver 95 hours of audio playback. These are simply lab tests. However, the S24U, with the same capacity, has showed a considerable jump in backup than prior flagships. Still, Samsung should have picked at least a 5500 mAh battery for the Ultra variant, but we need to wait to know more about this power level shift. The smartphone will also enable wireless and reverse charging abilities. Users will get an ultrasonic fingerprint scanner on the display. Samsung will also work on new S Pen enhancements for enhanced touch sensitivity for connectivity and screen touch responsiveness with applied pressure. Samsung One UI is optimized with Snapdragon processors to give a seamless user experience. However, the previous edition wasn't up to the mark, which is a topic of examination due to the hefty weight of bloatware and other onboard programs. One UI 7 has a different approach, and the S25 series will experience this new shift up front. It includes fresh graphical changes, which will showcase immediately from the second the gadget wakes up. The new Now bar will show you crucial alerts and functions on the lock screen within the reach of one hand. These widgets are optimized for the lock screen, allowing you to control their important functionalities without unlocking the smartphone. One tap on the nav bar will change it into a full-blown widget with a more thorough representation. Quick settings are built for better personalization, allowing users to adjust its features and reorganize the sections including connectivity, quick access buttons, brightness and sound control, and more. The home screen provides new app icons with a fresh new appearance. Furthermore, the S25 Ultra's 6.8-inch screen will make it worth viewing. These are only a few noticeable enhancements and updates in the software and more special capabilities that will tag along with the S25 Ultra. The camera design will stay identical to the S24 Ultra except for larger bumps for all 5 openings in the upper left corner. These will house a main, an ultra-wide, 2 telephoto cameras, and LED flash. This flagship will focus on improving the whole camera experience, including a 200 megapixels primary camera. Its pixel capacity could be identical to S24U, but new algorithm improvements and Snapdragon ISP could boost image outputs. The Snapdragon 8 Elite delivers real-time semantic segmentation for photo and video frames. Its AI functions can alter skin and sky in real time to provide genuine color and illumination in varied settings. The new ISP offers 8K video recording at up to 60 FPS. The S24 Ultra can record videos in 4K at 120 FPS and 8K at 30 FPS. An improvement to 60 fps will be a major boost for filming. Unlike the main camera, Samsung will enhance its ultra-wide angle from 12 megapixels to 50 megapixels. This will improve the wide photo resolution for higher quality. Upgrading the lens means that you can take more detail into account than a 12 megapixels lens. Not just photos, but the ultra-wide camera will ramp up the movie quality. It will employ 2 telephoto cameras. The first is a 50 megapixels periscope module with 5x optical zoom and 10x optical quality zoom. The second is a 10 megapixels telephoto zoom with 3x optical zoom. Samsung will also integrate AI with zoom to maintain pixel quality while increasing the magnification into a subject, which could indicate macro photography. One of the biggest benefits of buying a flagship camera phone is nighttime photography. Samsung has boosted nighttime photography, and S25 Ultra could make it even better with new algorithms and AI. As a result, we may observe brighter, clearer, and less noisy photographs in low light thanks to the new camera enhancements in optical image stabilization and ISP. The One UI 7 has made new UI modifications in the camera app. Users will view the most utilized functionalities directly after the app begins, providing you with a clutter-free photography and videography experience. With enhanced AI integration, the app will continue to recommend improvements while recording photographs and videos. The Galaxy S24 series made a debut in January 2024. The Korean tech giant picked this launch date to pace up sales and bring advancements. Samsung could start 2025 with a January launch, or may push it to February to an extent. However, it's more likely that we see the launch in January rather than the following month. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting tech news and updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.